Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
All right, everyone. This is Reap. I'm gonna show you guys how to double your frame rate in old games. You may know them as PS1 games, maybe N64, some PS2 games as well. What we're gonna use today to accomplish that is two things. We're gonna need a capture card that can output 480p, and a program called SPV. All right, so we're gonna need SPV4 Pro. I'm gonna go there now. SV SVP4 Pro. So you wanna go to that's just stuff that I looked up earlier. You wanna go here, SVV4 Pro. You wanna get the Smooth Video Project. It costs money. Um, I know you probably don't, want to spend money, but they do have a free trial that you can use. So you can actually try this out with me if you want to do that. It's a one-time use of $20. It's pretty reasonable for what it can do for you. Um, I coughed up the $20 after using it for 30 days. Yeah, there it is. Please try before you buy. If you're new to SVP, try a 30 days free trial first. Make sure it works for you. Um, so yeah, you can get this program. You can install it. I'm not going to go through that because I already have it installed, but download, install. And after you get that installed, you're going to have a program that comes with it called MVP. And there's a way to get the capture card to work with MPV. But to find out where MVP is, what you want to do is you want to go to your documents, right? And you want to go to your, well, not documents, but the folder at the bottom of your screen. And then you want to go to local disk, your C drive, or wherever you have, installed SVP. Usually it's in the C drive. So just go there. You want to go to program files 86, x86. And you want to scroll down until you see SVP4. When you get to SVP4, this is going to be your folder where MVP is installed with SPV because it comes with it. So you want to click on MVP64. You want to look for the MVP.exe file. Once you find that, you want to go to properties if you're on Windows 11 because you want to make a shortcut. Not properties, my fault. You want to go to show more options if you're on Windows 11. And then you want to go to create shortcut. So you want to create a shortcut for it. And it's gonna be like, do you want to place it on the desktop? So you hit yes. I already have one on the desktop, so you don't gotta worry about it. I don't gotta worry about it. So that's really all you need to do with that. You just want to create a shortcut, put it on your desktop. And now, since we're still in the SVP folder, so you want to go back to the SPV4 folder. Then you want to go to you want to leave the SVP4 folder open. And then you want to open the SVP app. So you want to go to here, SVP4 Pro, click on it, open it. There it is. This is what it's going to look like. And what you want to do is you want to go to this little play button and you want to go to the drop down. And you want to go to which option? and you want to go, okay, application settings, and then additional options, and then go to all settings. Okay, then you want to go down here, and you want to type in Rife. This is only if you're on NVIDIA. If you're on AMD, then you can use the ignore HFE source to interpolate your frames to 60 FPS. You can use that instead. I don't know how it will work, but you would use Rife for NVIDIA GPU. So I guess this is a NVIDIA GPU only. I'm not sure. I didn't dabble with the other interpolation methods, but Rife is the one that works best, and it usually only works with NVIDIA GPUs. So what you want to do is with the Rife, once you type in Rife, you should see video profile options and all of that. What you want to do once you're here, you want to look for the Rife path. So you want to see where is the Rife path that is using. So it's going to C, program files, x86, SPP4. We were just there. Rife, then Rife -3 v4. Okay, so now we know where Rife is. And what we're going to do with that information, we're going to take it, we're going to put it in the search bar, we're going to paste that, and we're going to hit enter. And that takes us directly to where Rife is. So what you want to do is be right here, and then you want to take the Rife NCNN Vulkan folder. I'm going to have it linked in the description so you can find it. You want to download that, and you want to look for VRife 4 v4.6. That's the one that you want. And you want to take the flownet.bin and the flownet.param, and you want to take these and drag these into this folder. Okay? And then it should be a version.file in there with these two. So what you want to do is you want to open that. You want to edit it. So you want to go to open with, and you could choose Notepad. I got Notepad++, but you don't need it for this. You could just choose Notepad and hit just once. And instead of 4.4, actually, yeah, you could just change it to 4.6, but I'll just leave it at 4.4. I mean, it works the same way. It doesn't break the game, or it doesn't break it or anything. So I guess you don't got to mess with that. And then after that, you're set. You're set. You have the correct Rife to interpolate the frames for your capture card. So on your capture card, you want to input either your Switch or your old school console to the capture card. It has to be low latency. What that means is it has to be a good response time in the capture card. If you move your controller or your mouse to the right, let's say your controller to the right, and on the game it takes like a couple seconds, that's normal. But if the delay is really bad, it might not be usable for you. So you would want maybe a Elgato has the best low latency capture cards in my opinion. They're a little pricey, but I think a HD60 or HD60S or S Plus will work just fine. And you can find those pretty cheap on eBay used, and they'll work with this method. I have the HD60X, and that has the lowest latency possible out of a capture card right now, so there's that. But neither here nor there. On your capture card, I have the capture utility right here. So you can download this for your respective capture card. Each capture card has its own software, but I have the Elgato HD60, and this is the HD60X, and this is what it comes with. So you want to click on your HD capture utility. And it should open up your Elgato, or your screen of what's capturing, what the capture card is capturing. I'm using this with a graphics card in a one PC setup. So I have two monitors, and I have my main monitor plugged in with DisplayPort, and I have it plugged up with HDMI. So the HDMI is plugged into the capture card, and then the HDMI out on the capture card is plugged into my monitor. So this is effectively a third screen on two monitors. So basically, one monitor, it has two screens, and the second monitor only has its own screen. So this is my third screen, which is my 480p input. And for this to work efficiently and with the lowest delay possible, you want to make sure that your capture card is like you're inputting 480p 60 to the capture card. What I mean by 480p 60 is 720 by 480p 60 FPS. That's what you want. If your capture card is running at a lower FPS, just go to your settings and see what is outputting. If you don't, because the Elgato has it right there in the corner right here, it shows what it's inputting. So if you have 480p 60, that's what you want to use. If you have 480p 30, use 480p 30. But 60 is the way to go. Just use 480p 60, and then yeah, you're set on the capture card in. And then what you want to do is, once you have your capture card set up correctly, you have it outputting 480p 60. You can close your program that uses the capture card because you don't need it open. And you want to go back to your mvp.exe shortcut that we made earlier. And you want to go to properties. And what you want to do is, you want to type in this line of code after the target, because you want to go to the target and it's going to show you where the MVP exe is. And then you're going to put, I'm going to open up Notepad so I can show you what I'm typing. Notepad.++. I'll show you what I'm typing, and this is what you want to type in. You want to put AV. You want to put AV dot / D show draw show direct show dot video equals, and you want to put two quotation marks, and you want to type in your capture card device exactly as it shows up. A good way to find out what capture card you have and what it shows up as, you want to type in search, and right here, and you want to type in device manager. You want to type in device manager, okay? And then you want to go to cameras. It's usually under cameras. That's the easy way to find it. And you see the Elgato HD60X is right here. So this is exactly how it's showing up. So that's how you type it here. So you want to put this video equals quotation Elgato HD60X. Yours will say something different unless you have the same thing that I have. Yours will say something different. So whatever it says right here in the device manager, you want to type that exactly as is typed on the device manager here, and you want to end it with a quotation. Then you put a space, -- profile equal low latency, space, -- untime. And then you want to take that. After you type it out, copy it, and then you want to put it in the shortcut properties right after exe. You can literally just space one time and then copy and then paste it right after. You just put one space and then paste what you just typed, and then you're good. You can hit OK, and then when you open up mvp.exe with that target modification, it'll come up with your capture card, and SVP will activate with MVP. So SVP will use your it'll interpolate your frames for your game. So now that we got here, you want to make sure that you're using the right interpolation for your game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the system tray. Fucking brain fart. You want to go to your system tray, and you want to go to one active video. It's going to show you active video. It's going to show your MVP. And if it says automatic or ignore HFC, you want to, say, I don't want to use that. You want to go to auto profiles. You want to hit Rife AI Engine. Okay. And with the control panel, you want to open that up, and you want it to do movie ×2. That will work perfectly fine. It'll double it to 120 FPS, so it'll effectively double the frame rate of the game from 30 to 60. Okay. You want to make sure that the AI model is using 4.6, because remember, we're using a modified version of 4.6 from the folder that I have linked in the description. So you want to have it at 4.6. So that's the one that we're using. So that's the one that you want. All right, so we got 4.6 and we're good. So now it's using the Rife AI engine, okay? So we got it doing what we want it to do. Now, all we got to do is open up a game. I'm going to open up my emulator. If you have a Switch, then you just open up your Switch normally and just start playing. Actually, I can just look it up in my documents. DuckStation, emulators, DuckStation, DuckStation. All right, we're gonna start up Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp just like in the intro video. The intro of the video. I'm gonna start that up. And I have DuckStation set up to run on this screen. This third screen that I have up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. It's gonna load up the game. And then I'm gonna go ahead and full screen the game on the, capture card screen. And then what you want to do is, after you have everything running, click on the window that your Elgato is on, so the MPV. Just click on that window and it'll activate. Activate the frame interpolation, and then you can even full screen it.
Sony Computer and
There we go. We have Crash Bandicoot 3 on the PlayStation 1. That's originally a 30 FPS game running at 60 FPS natively. So on the emulator that I'm using is running at 60 FPS, but it's actually 30. And the frame interpolation is active, so it's doubling that to 120. So effectively, the game is running at 60 now. As you can see, it's very smooth and it's responsive. So I can hit up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm saying it as I'm pressing it to show you the delay. Up, down, is virtually non-existent. Is perfectly fine on this capture card. This will vary from capture card to capture card, but if you stick with Elgato, pretty sure you won't have any problems with latency. But this is just a proof of concept. I'm just showing you that it works. I'm moving around. I'm gonna jump. I'm pressing the button as I say jump, and it's jumping. So the frame interpolation isn't showing that big of a delay. Not one that I can notice. I'm using a controller as well, so that can also help with delay.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Oh yeah, I'll just show you a level. Running at 60 FPS. The only like flaw I can think of with this method, as far as doubling the frames of old games like this, is the frame tearing. There is frame tearing with this method, as you can see on the screen. I don't know where it comes from or how to fix it. If you're more versatile or know exactly what the problem is, maybe it has something to do with the capture card or it outputting 60 FPS and it's a 30 FPS game. I don't know. Be my guest. But that's the only problem that I'll say comes with this, and it's on a game by game basis. Some games have worse frame tearing than others, because on Crash the frame tearing is pretty noticeable, but not like enough for it to just be unplayable. You could definitely play with this. I'd definitely rather play like this than with the low frame rate. But on other games that I play, like on PS2 and stuff, the frame tearing isn't as bad. So there's that. So I guess it differs from, system to system. Maybe if you play on your Switch, it won't be as bad or noticeable at all. But maybe it's just because I'm on one PC and I'm just doing all this weird stuff for it to work. So maybe that's where it's coming from. I'm not sure. But if you have a solution to that, put it in the comments. And, share the knowledge. If I find out a way, I'll make an update to the video and give you a fix. It'd be like a short video. But yeah, this is pretty much just showing you that it's working. I'm having no problems playing a game like this. I could definitely tell it's not like the like as responsive as like, you know, actually playing the game on the emulator, but it's so little. The delay is so little. Like, I'd say it's so little. Like, you can play like this. It's not bad. It's like, think of it like this. You remember those terrible TVs from your childhood that had like really bad delay? If you can even remember that, because I know somebody had a bad TV in their life. It's like having a bad TV. It's not too bad, and it's definitely playable, and the frame rate is smooth for the most part, and it's fluent. So I'll take this. It's pretty much just a smooth experience all around. It works with 480p. I wouldn't try anything higher than 480p because it lags. I guess because 480p is easy to interpolate and it doesn't put too much strain on the system. But yeah, that's what you want to do. 480p 60, and then it's just interpolate from there, and you got 60 FPS. See, 60 FPS. So that's that. This is Reap. I'm sorry the video was kind of long and it was kind of like all over the place, but I'm not a tutorial guy. I'm gonna make that clear. As you probably already know, I am not a tutorial guy. I was asked to share this information because no one's really ever tried something like this. So I'm just sharing the knowledge that I have. If you have a better way of doing it, of explaining it, please put out the video. Help me out. You don't have to credit me. Just, you know, you could copy exactly what I did, make a better video. I have no problem with that. No qualms about it. I won't call you out. But yeah. That is the video. How to interpolate old games to 60 FPS using Capture Card and SVP4 Pro. If you know how to get MVP and Rife working without SPV, that is perfect. You can make a new video on how to do it, and you got to spend the money. So yeah, you guys have a good one.